Okay, looks like I'm live. Okay, looks good. I am. Hello everyone, or no one. Welcome to something. There are two things that this could be. One, it could be, as the title suggests, the Roottrees are dead. I'm doing the itch version because apparently it's much shorter than the Steam one, which, you know, might play in the future. Oh, never mind. We are playing this then. Hi, Saint. I was just about to say that it was going to be a Hollow Knight stream if you didn't show up, because I wasn't entirely sure if you would be here, because it would normally be Mind Mogul today, but for reasons I'm streaming alone, so I figured I'd stream this instead, and I wanted to make sure that you were present before I started, because I wasn't about to play the game that you specifically requested if you didn't show up, because that would kind of defeat the whole point of it. Anyways, yes, hello, and welcome, Toasty, to torture me. I think that's what you're here for. That's usually what it is. Oh god, hang on, YouTube Studio is being stupid and trying to make me have an aneurysm, but that's fine. Okay, everything's probably fine. Alright, I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting into, so I will start as soon as I find out what is of note. I haven't played the itch version, so I don't know if it's good or not. Well, we'll find out if it's good or not, and if it's intriguing enough to warrant playing the whole game, I guess I will be playing the whole game. So let's find out what we're getting into and see how... Oh, it actually seems to be handling the full screen pretty well. I wasn't sure what it was going to do. I loaded this up very briefly before. Should I have read the intro? Should I have read the thing down at the bottom? We'll worry about that later.
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottrees Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated that from the pilot's final communications, the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottrees and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again,
Convenient.
for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
All right. I will continue in one moment. I'm wondering if I should have read the thing down here. Because I actually didn't know what this game was about, other than people being dead. So the year is 1998. A private jet belonging to the Roottrees Corporation has crashed. On it were the Roottrees sisters and their parents. They actually only specified the father, so I'm suspicious now. Combined, they are worth over $1 billion. That's, well, in the 90s, maybe that was a pretty good amount, but I expect that usually is a bit higher. Oh god. Now, this is an extremely loud saxophone in my ears. Now, due to the eccentricities of their great-great-grandfather, Elias... I don't like that lack of comma. Their money must be redistributed to the rest of the family, but who is actually a blood relative? That's where you come in. I thought I was determining the cause of death, not who was actually related to them, so I'm... That's definitely different than I was expecting. Armed with only the power of your mighty dial-up modem, you'll scour for photos, books, articles... I feel like that should be through. And other evidence. Then you'll make the connections and deductions based on their family relationships you uncover. With every spot on the tree you fill in correctly, the names and photos in your possession will have fewer and fewer places to go, but the evidence will also be harder and more obscure to find. Okay then. Yeah, I thought I was discovering why they died or how. Hello? Nobody expected those girls, rest their souls, to die so young. Well, no one expects to die in a plane crash, usually. The Roottrees Candy Company's lawyers are scrambling. I'm here to help for what's next. I don't know who this old woman is, but okay, thank you. I appreciate the help. Anyone who's a Roottrie blood relative is about to get wealthier. A lot wealthier. It's important to verify who's who. I hear you're an expert at sorting out family trees. I'm gonna give you a quick test. If you pass, you get the job. Here's some bad news for you. I'm probably not gonna pass. Oh god. Fill in the names, pictures, and occupations of the Roottrie sisters. Unknown what? Evidence in your possession of... Oh my god. So, calm down. Calm down! Stop! Stop! Give me a second. Siblings joined the family tree from oldest to... Good god, this saxophone is so loud. Siblings joined the family tree from oldest to youngest, so left to right. You can search for the internet from here. Got milk picture. What does that mean? The person who hired you gave you this photo with the note attached. It was taken during a shoot for the Roottrie Sisters Got Milk ad. I tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake mustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. That is fair. Also I can't spell it. Oh. Okay, yeah. The ad's copy read, you might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognize our name from the candy bar you're eating. What did the Roottrees do? I figured like an investment firm or something. Are they a candy company? Really? Alright. Being a Roottree is a full-time job, and so is growing up. What? That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it. Okay. Cool. Oh my god. Use the post-it below. Kevin Mc... What? Who dares? Shut up. Roottrees. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Roottree, his daughters are also eulogized. Okay. Got milk. Series of advertisements. The Roottrie sisters did an ad. Okay, Roottrie sisters. I feel like... What did you mean Roottrie? What do you think I meant Roottrie? There are lots of obituaries, fan site... Oh god, this is gonna be so much reading. I am gonna lose my mind. Okay, so... Who spells Rose like that? Raina is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. I don't know who the hell TMS is. But Riley is a smart one. Rose is a middle child like me. Okay, that's all I need to know. So, Raina, Rose, Riley. Oh my god. Raina? This one is Rose. Rose? Rose. Rose? Hang on. Riley? And then, what did you say your jobs were? Raina's fairness because she's the oldest. There's a caveat to Rose. Okay. Well, actually, I guess I could just look up their names. Okay, I guess I have to go. Who are you? Is not as popular as her sister. Most of the time, she's lumped together with... Unfortunately, the results for Rose by herself don't lead to anything different when search for the sisters together. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, let's look up... Riley... That's not right. It's right on the side there. Riley. Roottrees. You're also going to get to witness how bad I am at typing. You might think it's just models. You might think they are rich just because they are models, but their dad is also a president, yeah. They do the modeling. I'm assuming they're all models. Let's try the top, the main one. I hate the way they spell names. Alright, this is all I'm getting. Okay, okay. So I'm pretty sure they're models. You do not currently have any faces available to add. What are the notes? Does it tell me anything that I didn't personally note? Oh my god. Oh god, no. Oh, what's this? Yes, thank you, I am aware. Okay, why is this red? Wait, fill in the names, pictures, and occupations. How am I supposed to get the pictures? Do I just... Okay, apparently that's how I do it. Yeah, let's go back to the milk. What's the thing? Root. Always has a period after it. Okay, so apparently... Is this case sensitive? I swear to God if this is case sensitive. Clothing yes, that... How do I... It... Okay, it's not case sensitive. To determine who's who. Fan site? God damn, I'm gonna have to go back. Was this the one that led to that? Nope. Oh god, I've already forgotten how I got anywhere. Let's try. I think this got me there. Yes, okay, Roottrees. And site. Can I just go fan site? You are about to be extremely disappointed in me. Oh my god. Oh god, no. Oh, thank god it's saved. Oh my god. I assumed I could just go back with the same buttons that I... Okay, the unofficial Roottrees fan site. Let's try Maple Crisps. That seems like something, right? Hey, Canadian. Disgusting. Most recent product. No names that are relevant. I don't know what you mean check the fan site. What do you mean I was there? Who dares? Do not ignore. Cease to be. Reina's the most famous. Yeah, Rose is the middle child like me. That doesn't help anything. Because models, but their dad, yeah. 8 Roottrees. Clothes like Riley. I tried to dress in plaid clothes. Okay, that's something. I want to get ears pierced like Rose. Okay, well that's... So Rose is this one. Riley, I think they said was plaid. So that kind of leaves you. Why are these... Is red good? Is red bad? Does that mean I screwed something up? I couldn't tell you. Oh, okay. I assumed red meant I blew it somehow. Okay, how the hell am I gonna find who Rose is? I'm assuming they're... I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say they're all models. Because that kind of makes sense. I think they said that somewhere. Didn't I already look up Rose? Root, rather. Let's see. Roottrees. It seems that Brenda... So that's irrelevant. I hate the way that is. It's disgusting. Holding her daughter Rose. Ah, Carly Roottrees, alright. This is not alphabetical. Why is this not alphabetical? I swear this was alphabetical at one point. Okay, there we go. Thank God I didn't have to do anything else. Okay. Any additional names and portraits you have correct? Well, okay. Good for me. Great, that was pretty simple. Sure, why not? We'll say that. But I had to make sure you knew how to use the internet. Some people refuse to get with the times. Anyway, you got the job. If you fill in the rest of the tree, the pay is significant, set for life, significant, so what's the catch? The root trees go away, way back, the family tree's a bit daunting, a lot of incest, you know how it is. Most people freak out at the first time they see the whole thing, and I'm sure you'll be fine. Also, is the title a Toya reference? It is not. I don't know what that is. A man who started it all was very particular with who he considered family. I'm assuming direct blood relation? So lucky for you, only his direct blood relatives matter. Yes, that is generally what family means. That means anyone who married into the root trees is completely optional, but filling them in can be extremely useful. Lastly, to help you out, I've given you access to the special websites. I've also made a list of notable root trees. Notable people are easy to find via your search engine. Easy to place the tree because they are marked with stars. Okay. I'm leaving for now. I'm going to sort through Carl Roottree's things to see if there's anything relevant to your search. I'll be back in the time it takes you to fill out 6 blood relatives. That is an ominously specific amount of time. I don't like the extremely photoshopped phone there. Oh my god, why? Who dares? Why? You're not... Sorry, one last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Roottrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thanks again and good luck. I get the feeling like you're not actually related to them in any way. Okay, yep. Oh my god, what in... Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Huh. Huh. Well, this is horrific. Okay, so, what do you mean unknown? That's Elias. That's... It says right there who he is. I'm assuming... Oh, God. Why are these not alphabetical? There we go. I'm assuming that's... Senior. Probably. What is this? Oh my god. Okay, oh my god, what is this? Okay. Carl, yeah, so that's... I know the story. I don't care about the story. Easy to find. Okay, so I don't think some of this I need to look up too much. I'm not exactly... Non-blood relative? Okay, so blood relative probably means that's Carl, because who else would it be? I'll just look it up just in case. Died recent plane crash. Along with his wife Brenda, you didn't actually acknowledge that she died in the plane crash, but we're not going to worry about that. Work down when you've finished with them. Okay. He was president. So... I'm assuming because he was mentioned more directly. Like his grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious... Okay, so Carl would definitely be this fellow. Carl. Job? Who knows? Not my problem right now. What? I'm not clicking that. I don't care. That is probably Brenda. Is this arranged alphabetically by last name? Are you serious? I don't like... Oh, right, because he's already in there. Oh my god. There we go. Probably Brenda White. Not currently have any faces available. How do I get faces? How do I steal your face? What is this? What do you want? You've been in this line of work a long time. Fact you develop sixth sense, yeah, number of magnifying glass refers to how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. Leave me be. I don't know what you are and I don't care. Is that the music? Is that telling me what music is playing? Okay, never mind. This is just instructions. I don't care. What in God's name is this? I've been around for almost a century. So the name 5 pieces and the idea of 5 pieces, special flavors, is because of the original 5. The original inventor had 5 kids. I can't help but feel like one of these is significantly undermined by the rest. Okay. 5 flavors not the same as back then. This is all I have. Okay, so let's look up 5 pieces. Maybe that'll tell me. I'm not gonna do probably the good way of this. I'm just gonna grab a trail and go for it. 5 pieces. Volume 2. I don't think Charles Lee is anyone of note, I would assume. Oh, I didn't notice I have new things. Well, let's just steal photos. Let's steal people's faces. Or... maybe this will work. I will end your entire existence. Oh my god, alright, we're never gonna touch that website again. Oh my god. Oh no, there was something about... oh, what have I done? Charles Lee. Really? Okay, no, go to start one. Alright, Carl. Just give me Carl. Oh my god, I will end your entire life. Yes, I meant Roottrees, for God's sakes. Earned a highly prestigious Watchman of the Year. Okay, what is Watchman of the Year? You... what? I don't care. Watchman of the Year, Elias Roottree and Carl Roottree. Does not host any online archives. Okay, so apparently here I can look up this, and it will actually give me results. I have many articles. Let's try Elias. Let's see if this does anything. Elias Roottree was awarded this in 1936. Notes, article, and scans. Notes from the article and a scan someone made of the cover have been added to your evidence. Has it? Okay, we got a face. There is too much goddamn reading in this. I'll get back to that in a moment. At least I know what his face looks like. That's a good point. I guess I should try the same thing. Carl. I don't like his face. I can't say why. In 1987, all I can think of is the bite of 87. My brain is completely rotted at this point. Okay, let's start with Elias, because that seemed to be... I saw things about daughters here, so that at the very least that'll tell me something about who these people are. What do you mean, wrong guy? Was that not Carl? I didn't. That's Carl, right? Oh my god, where is... there we go. Yeah, Carl Roottree. That's the right guy. Unless you mean Mustache Man is not... no, that's Elias. Oh, this guy. Right. Never mind. You're right. Forget. Ignore me. I'm having a stroke or something. Okay, so Elias has a daughter, the first of 5 children, 4 more fall. Elias has a daughter, the first of 5. 4 more follow. Yes, that is how you equal 5. That's such a circular sentence. Now, each of the 5 flavors is chosen based on the initials of his 5 children. 1 flavor per child. Okay, that's pretty easy. With the help of his son... Okay, the Roottrees Candy Company purchases every available maple farm in Pennsylvania. With the help of his son, Elias Roottrees Jr. Okay, well, I mean, that... Of course, I don't know which one that is. So at the very least, we know that the first child is female. Section in the white dot area will unlock when the rest of the tree is complete. Alright then. Okay, so whoever Junior is, he's an architect. And warehouses are built in Butler County. Clanseed? I don't know what that is. Let's try... What was that? There was something here I wanted to look up. Butler County. Okay, you don't need to get meta this early on. Okay, well, I got something here, so... Butler County... Elias... Let's try Junior. To have articles... Let's just try this. Appears to have articles related to Butler County, including on businesses. Let's try architecture. You are completely useless to me. Okay, yeah, let's just go back to this. Where is this guy? If we could find out who his father is... No, that is not what I did. So this one I think is going to be the problem. If that's female, this has to be... This has to be Junior. Why is this not just... I'm assuming Gwyneth. I'm not exactly... I'm gonna get to that later. You added the wrong Elias picture. What do you mean I added the wrong Elias picture? How could I have added the wrong one? Is this not the right as Elias? Oh god, alright. Let's look up Clanseed, or whatever it is, trust. Pronounced Clanseed, okay. A corporation arrangement named after Clancy Edward Roottrees, okay. Who was Elias's son and the Roottrees Candy Company's head lawyer. Due to its unique nature, it's often brought up online. This sounds like shell companies within shell companies. That Elias is Carl's grandfather. Is that the... Okay, well, I just want to say that you kind of just cleared that up for me of like, okay, well, this is... No need to go looking any more about who... Why is there... Yeah, Elias Jr. Why was there an Elias C. root tree? Where was that? Oh my god, we've got like 4 different... Oh my... Good god. What? You said it was Carl's grandfather. Is that not Carl's grandfather? That's Carl, that's his father, that's his grandfather. Did you not... Was that not his father? I am purging him entirely for the moment. Other but blood relatives. Let's start with this guy and go backwards. Who have a say in the other companies refuse to fund anything other than candy. That is idiotic. Oh, hang on. Carl and his second cousin, Ernie Jr. Carl and his second cousin, Ernie Jr., who had just become president of the Roottrees at the time. Oh my god, second cousin. What the hell is a second cousin? Second cousin, what in... I'm assuming second cousin is here. What is a second cousin? So you... First cousin, second cousin, so... Up. I don't fucking know. Whatever, I don't care. I'll figure that out later. I don't see why Brenda matters, because she's a dead end. And chances are, considering there's no image of her, that's probably who was at the door pretending to be dead in the plane crash. Alright, let's look up Gwyneth. Can I just I can't copy. It better have been that. Okay, there we go. But I have a photo of her. I don't have a photo of her. Do I have a photo of her? I do. Who the hell is this? Okay, well now we know who this guy is. I know who this person is. I don't know where I got that picture from, but apparently I just acquired it. Website for the first Anderson maple farm. There are a few pictures, including famous pictures, yeah. Before marrying Elias, she had no brothers, so the oldest sister, she was to inherit the Anderson maple farm, so long as she married. Good, proper. I don't even know what I've got anymore. Nothing there, okay. First, I'm assuming this isn't going to actually help me, and this is just going to take me exactly back to where I am right now. Yeah, it took me exactly back to where I am right now. According to their website, expanded well beyond their original farm. There's still daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off many of the turn-of-the-century appliances that Gwyneth would have used as a housewife in the early 1900s. Okay. Are we going at this with some weird feminist angle? I don't give a shit. It was the 1900s. That was the proper way of things to go. What is this? I don't know. I don't... Okay, anyone here that I care about? Who the hell is... God. Doesn't go by his full name. He's a televangelist. He used to have a show that aired on local access. I don't care. I mean, do I have the jobs as syrup farm owner on here? I mean, technically housewife, I suppose, if you want to be specific. Did it actually say what this guy did? Okay. I don't suppose at some point it's going to tell me whether I'm correct in those or not, like it did down here. I don't know what that means. Why is there a little... Anyways, Miracle Steve, or whatever his name was. Let's go to Clergy Watch. Okay, apparently that doesn't give me a goddamn thing. No, Edith, here's his name. So, conspiracy to defraud the public. News expose revealed it was his wife, Edith's sister. Oh my god. In a disguise. You could have picked up literally any random person. That Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. That's not how you spell Edith, is it? It is. People are verified in sets of 3. I don't know. Okay. You find Carl Roottrees' job, all 3 will be verified. I mean, I'm assuming he's He's either going to be third, fourth. So that would be first. Whoever's here is second, third. I feel like he should be fourth, but evidently not. I could just brute force it. Evidently that doesn't work. What is miscellaneous again? Don't. That is irrelevant to me. Let's go back to Carl, I guess. Make sure he actually was the president at some point and not some lawyer or some shit. Who's who in the corporate world? Carl was chosen. Okay, so it might be he's actually the head of the clothing company. Okay, I know that what's her name is irrelevant. Advertising, maybe? Nope. Artist and architect don't make sense. Neither does that. Could have been the first president. Nope. I just assumed a first president of the clothing company. Yeah, I've got Gwyneth as the farmer. Though it did also specify that she was a housewife at some point, so who knows? I don't suppose that... Oh my god. Let's just go back here. See if there was anything I missed here. Oh god, I spelled it wrong, so now it's gonna waste my goddamn fucking time. He was the president of the Roottrees Candy Company, as well as the clothing company Root. Okay, so he was one of the presidents, which means I'm thinking maybe this is wrong, and that she's actually a housewife, and that he would be the fourth president? Third? Fifth? There we go. Good for me. Why are you zooming in? Don't. Okay, cool. So... Thank you. I'm glad that I am not too much of an idiot. What is this? Why is there a little mini picture next to this that... seems like it could be relevant, but probably isn't? Oh god, why am I here? I have no idea where to start now. Let's look up who these random ass people are that I've been forced to deal with. So they're irrelevant. Alright, let's look up who Gwyn is, because that's probably... I would assume Gwyn would be the first daughter. Apparently, I just got something now. Website old films that are not yet available on VHS. Gwyn Roottrees is a somewhat well-known actress who was okay, so we know her job. Gwyn from behind the scenes. Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias Roottrees, the founder of the Roottrees Candy. Shouldn't have been named a Roottrees, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare. Okay, god damn it. Okay, so... Gwyn is... Okay, if Gwyn is someone of note, she has to be one of the yellow stars, right? So granddaughter, that could be literally... Okay, so she's not this one. That leaves 3 options here, which are not helpful. Alright, and who is this? Okay. I wish I didn't have to do that. Like, look, you've already given me the picture. I have it now. Be gone with you. Okay, I think she's a dead end for the moment, so who else? Let's try Lauren. Okay, we know her name. Oh, did it mention a divorce? I didn't see that. A distinctive relative of the Roottrees sisters. Okay, so she's probably not directly related, but nearby. Excuse me. In the early 1960s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Rafferty, to little fanfare when her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family. Oh my god. Selection of diary entries spans from the untimely death of her husband in World War II. Oh my god. To coping with the post-war world. Okay, so... when was this guy born? Or when was he doing his things? So that's 87. So chances are... this Lauren is probably one of these. I'm just doing that entirely based on timeline. If this is 90s, that's 80s. This would probably be somewhere in the 60s. Doesn't... so I think that's just divorce, but doesn't say... nothing about when a husband is... or a relation is dead. I feel like I'm getting nowhere. Let's just look up her again. Wait, did it say that who was related? Who would have, hang on. God, it's just wall of text, the game. Oh wait, hang on. Coping World War... So widow, no, that's irrelevant. I mean, it tells us that someone died, but again, that doesn't tell me anything here. I'm gonna go back to what's his name, Miracle Fucker. I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like this is gonna lead me somewhere. His wife, Edith's sister. I don't fucking know. Do my notes have anything, or is this just... You can type, don't care. I'm glad that it tells me the exact same note 20... Oh wait, it's... I can put... Okay, whatever. I don't give a crap. Does it say if Elias's grandchildren were divorced? How would I find that? If your blood is thicker than syrup, you're probably dying. Any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy. Let's go. I feel like I'm getting nowhere with this, so let's just try Jim. Oh, is it? I didn't notice that. I guess I have to go over there, so... Are they? And him, child, grandchild. So on this level... I did not ask you to... Okay, so this is probably Gwen, who I don't... Is that Gwen? I don't remember who Gwen is. Okay, that's Gwen. Also, why do I not... I'm assuming... Whatever. Actor and... Gwen... I love when all of these people have very similar sounding names, so it really confuses you and makes you forget who's who. Why are you flashing at me? What do you want? I don't care about the story so far. What does this mean? I've forgotten already. I don't know. Have I ever mentioned that I don't like games that are just information dumps? What was it his father who was... I'm trying to figure out who Elias Jr. is in relation to this guy. With the help of his son, Elias Roottrees Jr.'s architect. Who? I can't remember who this guy was to him. What is... Name is listed on website. I mean, I'm assuming it would make sense, because I know he's directly related, that he would be his grandfather, because I don't think you name your kid something and then afterwards he calls his son Elias Jr. in honor of his grandfather unless he is directly related. So I'm assuming this has to be him. And he was an architect, I believe. I love how none of this is alphabetical. I'm just going to assume that is correct for the time being. Elias Roottrees Jr.'s architecture firm worked on that. That Elias Jr. was Elias's oldest son. Okay, so we know that he's there, so these are both women. Does it say who he married? He has a daughter, so presumably Elias forms Roottrees Company after marrying his wife. Who inherited a maple. No, wait, this is Elias Jr. Okay, Okay, what are their names? Okay, so oh, hello. Chica, I guess is how that's pronounced. I don't know what that says, so I'm gonna have to Google Translate that. Yes, thank you for translating it from Spanish. That's... God. Everything... I'm gonna have a stroke tonight, just so everyone is aware. Oh my god. Nice to meet you. Oh, okay, thank you. And your name is Shokin, I'm assuming, if that is correctly translated. And thank you. It's nice to meet you. Sorry, I'm completely lost on everything. Thanks for dropping by. I kind of figured at some point that my stupid streaming time would get me a Japanese audience. Because I'm doing this at like 7 o'clock at night, and I don't know, what would that be, morning for you guys? Anyways, I need to figure out literally anything. Also, this does not help me because B, C, V, S, and P, none of those are E. So did he name it after his 5 children or not? Because that doesn't track with what was said. I'm absolutely gonna have a stroke from this game. One of the flavors was changed. Well, I can't help but feel like it might be the extremely... whatever the hell is going on there. Five flavors may not be... What even is an elderberry anyway? Ah, okay. Even though the red one is clearly the odd one out, I would assume blue raspberry, because I somehow doubt an entirely artificial flavor of blue raspberry existed in the 1930s or whenever this was. God, I feel like I've forgotten literally everything. Oh, what is this? I didn't realize I had this. Okay, Jim Roottrees, music and lyrics. So Jim Roottrees, I feel like Jim is sort of the next one. There are so many fucking names. Let's try Jim again. Singer with his wife. Okay. The duo, according to many sources you find, is considered one-hit wonder. Although Jim writes the majority of songs, plays guitar, band never had another hit. Jim and Diamond have continued to release music through the 80s and early 90s. Hasn't made a public appearance. Okay, that is completely irrelevant to me. I mean, I know what his name is now. Doesn't tell me anything of use. What else did I get? Absolutely nothing, and yet it keeps flashing at me relentlessly. Well, I know you said it's a red herring, but let's see what the red gets me. Okay. Was an appointed judge and politician because he was an ambassador to Ireland for about 6 days. What does that have to do with anything? Is he a commie? He served what some people contend is the shortest term, then tried to run for state senate. Came out that his last name was merely a coincidence and he was defeated in a landslide. Okay. So that is not my goddamn problem. I don't remember any of the information that I've already gained. Let's look at her again, see if I can discern anything about where she goes from here. Somewhat well known. I wish this would stop. Can I get that to stop popping up? I don't care. Okay. Okay, so Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias. She shouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's last. Okay, so doesn't help me at all. This is probably just gonna take me back to the exact same place. God. Okay, Harrison Lane would probably be the husband, I assume. Ellen, due to the popularity, Harrison Lane married his high school sweetheart after they reunited at a movie premiere. Okay, so chances are this is Harrison Lane. If I could figure out where they're... I'm never gonna find him. Alright, that doesn't... he doesn't exist. Or I'm blind. Did it? Okay, so this is a kind of an issue I have with this type of thing, where it's like, oh, here is this wall of text. He is a dead end. By the way, he married, like, you know, it's like, oh, if you read every single thing here but skip one line, you're fucked. You just didn't catch any of that. It's like, why did you even include him then? Just a complete waste of time to have that. Okay. Let's go with Lauren again, because I don't remember anything about who the hell Lauren was. God. Let's see. Okay, was it in the evidence folder here somewhere? Jim Roottree is a notable Roottrees list, yeah. It is credited with this guy. So Peter... oh my god. Oh god, there's so much text. Diamond and I were in whatever the hell that is with my cousin and his ex. Okay, so cousin is male. Clark never knew his father's... who the hell is Clark? What's good? Not me. I am having a mental breakdown. I'm absolutely about to crash out here at any moment. Never knew his father. Insisted he spend time with me. Oh my god. You know what my issue with this is? It's exactly the same as English class. That's all this is. This is just an English class game where they're like, oh, did you pull that one random word out of there that we determined is important? I hope you didn't miss that one singular word that tells you all the information that would actually get you a good score. Otherwise, we're saying you failed this. The thing is, I like reading. I have so many books right now. I've read like 3, or I think I read 3 just this year. It's just the driest crap of it's like, oh, look for the... Like, it's not reading. This is not reading. This is looking for a single word that is important. That's all it is. Like, I don't need to process anything. I just need to figure out which word, identify the words that are relevant. And remember names, which I'm terrible at. Okay, so we got Clark as someone who exists now. Yes, that is what haunts my consciousness. Clark and I grew up like brothers. This is like the reading version of Voices of the Void, where it's just work disguised as a video game and you don't even get paid for it. Okay, so Clark was in bed with her and Jane's other sister. Gross. What? Who the hell is Jane? Is this Jane? She had some French name. I don't remember who this is. Diamond LaRue. Cringe. Sounds like a hooker. Sounds like a very inexpensive French hooker trying to convince you that she's actually has value as a person. So... So Diamond and Jane are actually sisters. So the 4 of us had a sort of cutesy family thing. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Toasty, but I've been encouraged to play this, so I have no say in the matter. I need to start... I want to get big enough as a YouTuber where I can start getting people to fund me playing games I don't want to play. That is my ultimate dream. It's like... I don't know. Maybe this is doing good? I couldn't tell you. Have I got any subscribers? Did the Japanese guy leave? That's the only new person I've had in ages. Anyways, I've been distracted so many times, I've processed literally nothing. All I know is that Jane and one of her sisters were into some freaky shit, and I feel like it should be shamed eternally. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking of just... So we know Jim is someone important. Because he's one of the star people. Oh! What do you want to bet that these are other people? I should probably get his picture, shouldn't I? I bet this is Jim. I'm gonna bet everything on this being Jim. His name is, nope, James Roottrees. And this is Diamond, who I don't think he was actually married to, unless he was, and I missed that part. Okay, so until a few years ago, Diamond and I were in this band with my cousin and ex. So Clark is his cousin. His ex is someone who isn't Diamond, but not one that was broken up with. So Diamond and Jane are actually sisters. So I'm guessing J and D are Jane and Diamond. Okay, we got a new thing, Rapper Tunes. Okay, we got another name. But before we do that, I think this is her, or one of these is her. I don't know which, but one of those is her. Because he probably got it on with Jane and their other sister. The other sister they married, even though there is some weird stuff going on there that I don't want to think about. What did I get? Oh my god, this is too many people. Okay, so... Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife, while his wife was trying to get Katrina, his youngest, to calm down. For the picture, he had the idea for the Roottrees Super Bowl ad. Okay, so he's an advertisement then. There's 4 of them. Cousin. I need to look up what cousins are again. So there's me. So same level. So he should be here. I bet this is... No, that can't be him. This... No. I feel like I'm going nowhere. I feel like I'm actually getting nowhere with this. What else did I see here? Clark? Rafferty LaRue. There's a lot of Frenchies here. On it, there is an about page. Did I get something from this? I did not. Clark, God. There's... Okay, who are you people? So, music and lyrics by Clark and Jim. So wait, is one of these Clark? Do I just have 2 pictures of the same guy? Okay, so apparently the album was Jim and Diamond's first album together. They split off to form a duet. He also mentioned that it was performed by Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister, and that it wasn't very good, but had one of two tunes similar to that. Okay, let's try Diamond, see if that gets me anything that isn't probably this exact same page. Look at that, it's exact same page. Okay, let's try Cherry Tree. But it's gonna give me nothing. Well, they mentioned that other one had the MMM here. Okay, so let's try these times. Let's give it, okay, a short pithy blurbs about new records. These times, Clark, Jim, and two of the LaRoe sisters. Amateurish folk style songwriting. Okay. So now I'm just utterly confused because, like, okay, is that not James? Because, and is that not Clark? Why do I have two pictures of the same people? So what does this mean? Why is there sometimes a little... Unless this is like, oh, there's another picture of the guy, or... I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Okay, that's intriguing. Let's just... I feel like I can get somewhere with this guy. I don't know why. Actually, wait. Yes, I can. His wife, Edith's sister. So there's somebody here who's got a wife with a sister. Chances are... No. This guy. 100% certain this is... Is that his actual name in here? I'll never find it if it's anything else. There we go. Miracle Jr. What? Why would there be a senior? No, that can't be him. This is him. Let's try Miracle Roottrees, since it turns out there's an older one. Oh my god, finally something. Okay. So late in his mother's life, the doctor swore he wouldn't survive. Mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth. Okay. So this is Miracle Normal Guy. This is Miracle Junior. He was his televangelist on here. Preacher? Preacher. What was the other guy? He was younger than his brother and sisters by over 14 years. Well, hang on. No, that can't be him then. Oh, did you send me money? I'm so sorry, I didn't notice. Brain aneurysm the game, yes. Yes, it is. And did you send me... Is there anything else? Okay, that was it. Okay. Yeah, I realized that. So, wait, he was the youngest of 5 kids? Oh, okay, so this is him. You're him. I don't know what your job is. Which means this has to be Miracle Jr. because he's got the whole thing of being relevant. You're a preacher. I sure hope that cleared away this other one. Stop doing that or I will end your entire existence. And I know his wife is Edith. Probably Edith Jacobson. I don't think I've got a picture of who that is. Let's see. Child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems. He triumphed over these complications, regained his sight, and spread healing words of the Almighty. Okay, so this guy was also a preacher. New document on the new miracles. Is it in this? There we go. Okay, so... God, that's a gay tie. Featuring the testimony from... So I'm assuming this is Miracle Jr. And then... Okay. So Miracle the Third would be this guy. And I'm assuming he is also... Unless youth pastor was a job. Which I think that's what they said it was. I don't think... Oh, yay! I don't know who I got. Yay! Oh. Okay. Yay, now this bitch is gonna come and harass me again. Oh my god, stop giving me crap. Great, you're on a roll, and I'm here to hopefully keep you that going. I have a picture of the Roottrees family reunion in 1970, don't care. Carl's office was messed due to some pipes breaking. That's convenient. But I also found some papers. They seemed important. Why are you rifling through his stuff? You found 9 blood relatives so far. I have a bit more to share after 9 more. And remember, even with new evidence, don't forget the notable Roottrees. Even family members have already placed on the tree can sometimes help you. Just... I don't care. Leave me alone, you old hag. I will send you to the grave. How? Don't ask. You don't want to know. Okay, so... fuck off. I will kill you. Alright, what new crap have you given me? Who are you? Who are you? Don't care. I was gonna make a very inappropriate comment here, but I'm not gonna say anything. Don't ask. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to ignore... Oh my god, alright. Have a seizure, everyone. Have a seizure like I am. There are several ghosts in this picture, I swear. I might be, don't question it. It's gonna make some comments that I don't think YouTube would allow. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's ignore literally everything there. So, we've got Gwyn. Nope, nope, fuck off. So we got Gwyn. And Miracle. I know that that's James for certain. Why do I not have musician? Did he? Yeah, I need to figure out why it is that it won't alert me. So what do the Roottrees do? Apparently make candy. Or something. Or clothes. Or both. Thank you again. I don't know how much money you're sending me, but... it's the only thing keeping my soul from collapsing in on itself. Which will happen regardless. Anyways, so... Roottree Sisters and Carl Roottree are done. Elias and Gwyneth are done. Gwyn is done. Jim is done. And Junior. Okay, so Lauren and Red. There is no other star. And Red is a red herring, so this is Lauren. Where is Lauren? Hello? Nope, that's Laura. There we go, Lauren Roottree. And I don't remember who Lauren was or why I should care. I really appreciate the money, Toast. Yeah, it is... you are the best. Oh, right. But I also feel really guilty about receiving money, so... stop, please. Learn... okay, she was an author. I need to figure out who he married. And that is correct, apparently. So this is probably Jane. Oh. God, no. So one of you lovely women, I will not say the word I was intending to say, is probably Jane, but I don't care. So Carl has a sister? Brother? Someone related to him? I don't know. Is there anyone here? Okay, so I don't think I have this guy's... I probably do. Let me look through those photos now. Okay, so photo came up in letter. Carl had the letter framed and kept nearby. To Carl and Brenda, I'm sorry that you were unable to make it to the funeral. It's a tradition to have it within 24 hours. And Ernie knew how busy your job can be. Ernie was a man full of love for not only his family, but his family's legacy. He had immense amount of pride for the work of three did together. As well as how Carl has carried on for him after taking over. Okay. So Ernie is somehow related to... who is Ernie? Ernie. Cool. Love it when a name doesn't exist. I definitely saw Ernie before somewhere. See, this is also the thing I don't like about these types of games. Like, now I need to go back and see if I can figure out where in God's name any of this information I've already acquired ended up. Who the hell is Nicole? Who is Debbie? So that's Nicole and Debbie. Who the fuck is Nicole? Stop. Never do that again. Oh, there. Ernest. I think there was an Ernest Jr. Okay, Ernest Madsen. Was that not the exact name I just looked up? Ernest Madsen, spelled incorrectly. Like some kind of Scandinavian. Some of these photos look like they believe any day now Martians are going to come down from the sky and harvest their brains. That is generally what you get from AI generated. How does this not result in anything? I swear... There is no A. We'll kill everyone. Everything. There is... Oh my god. Oh my god. Why will you not... Why do you torture me so? Ernest Madsen. I will kill you. Okay, who are these two? Photo has a note attached from your employer. Here's a bonus. When I pulled the water damaged pictures of the free spirits out of the frame, this fell out too. Couldn't make to the reunion. Wish you well from Paris. Gwyn and the boys. So that's Gwyn's children, then. So Gwyn is probably taking the picture, so... I'm just going to assume that the taller one is the older. Now let's look up Gwyn again. Yay! Yes, Paris is disgusting. Currently in a civil war, I believe. Or on fire. I don't remember what's happening in Paris, but it's on fire like usual. None of this helps me. I have not figured out any of the other people here. Who is Lauren again? Run to the website. Her married name. Lauren Rafferty. Who was Rafferty? And I know that... Wait, that means... I know who this is then. That means you are... Shit. Nope, that's not what I wanted. These people. Okay, so that is Lauren. Which means that is... Katrina is the youngest. So this is Clark. This doesn't make any sense. Because this is showing they only have one... Okay, shit. Shit. I'm about to end myself. Violently. Explosively, even. How? I haven't figured that out yet. What does that mean? You haven't explained the dotted line. I'm assuming that means... something. I don't care. My leg is extremely itchy. Okay, who are these freaks? Photos attached from your employee. Apparently, every 20 or so years, the Roottrees hold a big reunion and recreate an old family photo. This is the one from the 70s. The Carl's the teenager, and Carl's the teenager in the middle. So that's Carl. Okay, hang on. Let me... I think that was Carl. Yes. On the back of the photo is childish print writing. It says November. There are also a large number of cursive signatures. Include Bonnie, next President Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., okay. I've already forgotten who Ernie is. Caroline, Jim Roottrees. Oh my fucking god. Okay, next President Guy Hudson. I'm seriously about to throw myself out a window. I don't suppose Miracle is here somewhere. Nope. Yes, no. Miracle Jr. Not the one that I actually need. Oh my god. Did you hear about Xbox partnering up with Netflix to bring ads into games? I hadn't heard about Netflix doing that, but I'd heard that some people were planning to do that, and it's like... That's retarded. That is actually retarded. And why would Xbox do that? Like, legitimately, Xbox is so irrelevant at the moment... I don't see how they could possibly think that that would be a good idea. It's like, that's not going to bring anyone into your situation. Everyone's kind of done with you. It's all Steam now. the console wars ended and everyone lost. What is all this shit? I don't fucking care. You see, this is also the problem with these types of games, to me, is what it ultimately comes down to, in my mind, personally, is I look at all this stuff and I'm just like, why the fuck do I care? Why do I give the slightest shit about any of this? How is this my problem? This was buried under a ton of mail. And a written note attached that seemed personal. Candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. Fantastic. I've got a new fucking name to deal with. Stephanie may have grown in an unconventional family, to say the least. But in her words, it is still full of love. Love is our future. Disagree. I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation. No, let them... Yeah, I heard about that. My guess is that someone came to Disney finally and was like, hey, you realize people are going to be doing a lot of really uncool stuff with your properties, right? Oh, God, how do you... What was her fucking name? Oh, it's right there. What a stupid way to spell Stephanie. You learn from an election result page that Stephanie Jones won her campaign. Good for her. Find no mention of the Roottrees in any article about her. Underneath it says, be sure to read... Okay. A small report. Stephanie apparently won her election. She also... Okay. Born Stephanie Landon until her marriage to a local business owner, Brian Jones. Had an entirely female influence. Cringe. Oh, that means divorce. So her mother was divorced. Though she's a distant cousin of the Roottrees, her mother, Carol... Who the fuck is Caroline? A local artist who has appeared on the front page... has often come out opposed to the corporation's policies regarding deforestation of indigenous trees. I don't care. Oh, God. Well, no shit, there'd be a lot of people named Caroline. How about you give me a goddamn last name? This may look up artist, see what that gets me. You know what, hang on, I can cheat. Just look for someone named Caroline in here and figure out what her last name is. Caroline Morden, there we go. Mostly listing... School. Many works featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait, Art and the Beauty of a Woman. Cringe. Oh my God. What have you given me now? Wow, it's horrifying. Utterly horrific. This has told me literally nothing. That has gotten me nowhere. Okay. See, here's the problem with the library thing. Why would I do that when this is literally the first time I have ever actually had to? Like, I forgot this even existed. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Fuck me. Oh my god, I don't know any of these names. I don't care who any of these people are. Okay, so in the intro, Caroline talks about influences. Youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed by her sister Gwendolyn, who I don't know who the fuck that is, and cousin Bonnie. Gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. God forbid they had a family. You sad, lonely Catwoman. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. Their marriage led her to double down on her passions, art, and environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. Yep. That will happen. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees company. Of course she does. I hope she doesn't get any money from this. Able to convince her father, Zach, to make changes to policy. For fuck's sake. Like, I don't even know where to begin with this. Like, who the fuck are you? Why do I care? Who are you related to? Why should I give a shit? I hate to say it, Saint, but if I don't finish this in the next hour, which chances are I won't, I don't think I'm gonna be playing it again. Like, I just... It is literally exactly the same as Voices of the Void for me. It's like, I just don't find it interesting. What? Why? I don't fucking care. Leave me alone. Stop flashing at me, you piece of shit. What is this? I don't care. Okay, so she was talks about her sister. Okay, so Caroline, youngest in her generation. Okay, so was Lauren one of her sisters? I don't even know if Lauren should be there. Like, it really does feel like I've just got so much information that I have no idea what to do with any of it, and I don't know if I... I don't know, man. Who are you? It's like I can't keep this many people straight. I don't know who any of these fuckers are or why I should care. I don't know what's happening, man. The demons are trying to break through. Alright, let's try Deborah Bean. That's probably who this is. What do you mean, no results found? God, why are you sending me money, Toasty? Why do you torture me so? Yes, who are you people indeed? Okay, let's try... Eloise is just a singular name. That doesn't help me in any conceivable way. Okay, let's try looking up Nicole, see if we can find out what her last name is. Okay, Nicole Madsen. Are you important in any way? I spelled that wrong, so of course it's not going to give me a goddamn thing, and it's probably not going to give me anything anyways. Some of these people are just dead ends for you to get fucked on. Gwyneth M. Who the fuck was Gwyneth? Oh, I see. Gwyneth Anderson. There's a second Gwyneth, apparently. Fantastic. Okay, who's Gwendolyn? Okay, Gwyneth Madsen, that's who that was. Gwendolyn Morden. Not... What do you mean, no results found? Is she a person of value or not? Okay, let's try Gwendolyn Roottrees, because apparently everyone likes naming themselves the exact same fucking thing. Who are you? What do you mean, no results found? Gwendoline. I feel like I've made literally no progress in ages, and that is probably completely accurate. Like, there's whole lines here that I have found. Oh my god, it just goes on forever. Like, this whole lineage here, I haven't even touched. And like I said, the biggest issue is just like, I get all of this information, and it's like, okay, now I have to go back through every single thing and try to figure out where I saw this information before, and I can't remember any of it. Yes, we're doing this so that we can figure out who is. See, that's also the thing that I'm gonna be real with you about. Why do I care? It's like, oh, you need to look this stuff up to figure out who is in line to get the inheritance. Like, what, are you telling me you don't fucking know? I'm pretty sure you would know all of this stuff already. Like, this doesn't make sense. There's no reason why I, as a private investigator, would have to look this stuff up. You know what, let's just look up some random ass people. I like that it's just refusing to give me things now. You know, I could probably brute force this. Hang on. How many people's names start with V? Wait, hang on. So each blood relative get, yeah, you should look into killer frequency. I don't remember what that is. That actually looks kind of interesting. I might actually look into that. Okay, I'll as long as it's not like this game or Voices of the Void, which it kind of gives a slight resemblance of. Okay, Saint, I'm gonna need a hint here on anything. Literally anything. I honestly don't care what it is, just I need anything to get me going in any direction. Before I just, I don't know, is there anything I can bash my head in with? I'll find something. There's a combat shovel over in my closet that I could use. Have you checked all the notable people? I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't remember. So Miracle Jr., I don't have a... I have him, I don't... So, I have Miracle Jr., I have Gwyn. I'm pretty sure that's correct for James Roottrees. For Jim. I got the sisters, I got Carl, I got Gwyn. I got those two. I think Lauren is the only one that I don't have, and I just assumed she has to be here. Clark is next to Jim. Okay, so this is Clark. I can't remember. I think Clark is the one who's losing. I think this is Clark. Clark. No. That can't be right. Can it? That can't be Clark. Because Clark has... Are there two Clarks? Do not tell me there are two Clarks. Nancy. Who's Candy? I feel like I've seen that name before. Chris, Caroline. There is no second Clark. Hang on. Guarantee this gets me nothing. Of course it doesn't. Who is this other Clark? I don't see. Unless Clark is the last name, which if it is, I'm gonna end someone violently. Clark Rafferty is the music. Oh, so wait, this is the correct Clark. Okay. Clark Rafferty. Wait, is this not? There's only one Clark. I swear to God, there's only one Clark. I have looked through this so many times. There is exactly one Clark here. So it's gotta be one of these two. I'm pretty sure this is the Clark. Probably. No, it definitely said Clark was in the music group. Right? Clark Rafferty, Jim Roottrees. I don't know. I honestly don't. And who is this? Oh my God. I am getting literally nowhere in any of this. Is this Lauren? Am I correct in this being Lauren at least? Okay, so hang on. Let me just see if I can figure anything out here. Miracle... Why does that guy have Eli or whatever that is written on him? I don't know. I don't recognize... They're all AI-generated photos. The resemblance is questionable at best. Also, what does the little camera next to his name mean? Does that mean that there's an alternate picture of him, or... Because I think that is technically also Clark. Whatever this guy's name is, Jim. See, it's also agonizing because, like, I haven't found enough people that I'm able to brute force it yet. I could just start slamming random pictures into this guy, hoping that one of them is... No, shit, fuck. I am at my wit's end here. This is a woman. I've determined that this has to be a woman. Because she is a descendant of him, but he's got a different name than Roottrees, so that has to be a woman. That guy has Roottrees, so that guy, this has to be male. That has to be female. That has to be male. And I know, and I think this is correct, because they were saying that Lauren, I think, shouldn't be a Roottrees, but her husband took on her last name. So at the very least, I'm discerning that stuff. Oh, fuck off. This is probably also male. This is female. This isn't actually helping anything. I'm just feeling like I'm making progress. Oh my god, I don't know. I can't remember a single fucking name that I've heard or where I heard it. I don't know. I really don't. No, I've already had about 7, I think. Like, I'm getting... It's part of the problem, too, is that I've made so little progress for so long that it's like, I just don't... I just don't care. It's that thing where it's like, even if I succeed, I'm not gonna feel good about it. I'm just gonna... It's just gonna be that feeling of like, oh, thank God. Thank God it's over. I don't feel good. I don't feel happy. I don't feel accomplished. I'm just numb to it all. And it's like, all right, that chapter of misery has ended. What's next? What is this? Once this blood relative is verified, they will allow you to place optional bonus photos. See Reyna as an example. I don't care. I don't know who Reyna's optional bullshit is. Alright, give me another one. Like, who's... Okay, again, am I correct that this is Lauren? It can't be. Because Lauren is the only other one that has a note of being an important person here. Unless this is Red... Which I don't think it is, but hang on. So 3, 1, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nothing. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one of them isn't there, which must be Red, who is the red herring, which means that has to be Lauren by process of elimination. Which means that this has to be... This has to be him, which doesn't make sense, because that is... Because that is Clark. Clark was a department store. Okay, so... Oh my god, this makes no sense. That has to be Lauren, because she's the only other person of interest. These ones are already locked in, so I know they're correct. This one doesn't make sense. Unless Lauren isn't actually a person of interest and is just lying to me. And why isn't he locked in yet? Do I have to find the people that the game decides are the 3 who are connected, or does it just have to be any 3? I'm getting more invested in whatever random games you're suggesting to me. Oh yeah, okay, I think I've seen this one before. God, please, I need anything, any tip that will just get me one more step. I don't even care if I finish this on stream. Just give me one step that I can actually go through. Is this not the right Lauren or something? Let me look her up again. There are too many double letters in their name. Distant relative of the Roottrees sisters. Stay on Lauren, okay. Am I correct that that's where she should be, though? Or is that not Lauren? Am I being stupid and that's not actually who Lauren is? Wait, is this... Who the fuck are you? Wait a minute. Why did I think that was Lauren? Okay. But that's what I mean. She's married. She's married to Clark. That can't be Clark, because that's Clark. What do you mean she's Clark's mom? Which Clark? There's only one Clark. And yet there's There's fucking... How is she Clark's mom? Is this a different Clark? I swear. Deborah, Sam, Stephanie, Patricia, Linus, Sarah, Walter, Danielle, Louisa, Bonnie, Christopher, Guy, Brian, Patricia, Bethany, David, Stephanie, Mark, Clara, Diamond, Jane, Kim, Helen, Ernest, Gwyneth, Nicole, Joan, Angelina, Angelica, whatever, Caroline, Gwendolyn, James, Zachariah, April, Chris, Clark is already used, Jacob, Jessica, Katrina, Candy, Clancy, Edward, Elias, Gwendolyn, Jack, James, Christina, Lauren, Margolite? Miracle, November, Robert, Ronald, Samantha, Tessa, Wolf, Thomas, Nicole, Penelope, Catherine, Jem, Jason, James, Zach. There is no second Clark. Why is that lady not Lauren then? Who is Lauren? You said that was Lauren. Which one's Lauren? You Lauren? Are you Lauren? I will brute force this. I don't care. No, it's not any of you. I know it can't be you. To you, it wouldn't be you. I don't know. I don't even know if I have Lauren's photo. I probably have to find it in a book somewhere. How can... Wait. Do you not have an image of Lauren? No, I don't think so. Maybe. Do I? Are any of these Lauren? I swear, if this is something like I found a picture of Lauren and then accidentally forgot to take her picture and that's been killing me this entire time. Why do I not have an image of Lauren? Okay, let's try looking up this stupid book of nonsense. My God, really? I did not need that much bullshit shoved down my throat. Oh, who the fuck are these people? Okay, you know what? Hang on. We can do something here. Because if he's the youngest, it has to be him. That has to be what's his face. Okay, who are you fucking people? Who is Eli Jr. now? Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo. Since Miracle was in it, the three of us were all about the same age. Who are you talking? Who is speaking? Pose in front of the camera with Mr. Morden. I don't know. Wait, is that... Oh my God, you can't be serious. Who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. They never even took a second photo. I don't know what that has to do with anything. You've given me so much bullshit that I do not need or want. Oh my god, there we go. That's you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get on with it. I don't care. Get on with it. Okay, cool. Thank you. I don't care. Get on with it. Oh my god. Why is this not locked in? Is this not actually the right guy? Are you Elias C. Roottrees or some shit? I don't know. I don't even know if I care. Her husband Jacob, okay. Probably this. Which means... I don't know, See, okay, here's the other thing about this that is my personal issue with this. Toasty said at one point about it would be interesting if these characters had character. That is also my issue, is like, who are these people? I'm learning nothing about them. I don't care, like, I'm not retaining any of this information because it's not pertinent to what I need to do here. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just matching faces, names, and jobs. They're not humans. None of these are people. I don't care what their story is, and I don't know what their story is. Toasty has sent me Signalis merchandise. I have that Ulster shirt I have wanted to get. I've thought of that in the past. I absolutely would. Unrelated though. Okay, so I'm assuming this guy can't be here. He literally can't be. Because if Clark is related, is the son of them, then how he can't possibly be there. And not only that, he has like two children that wouldn't even line up on the... What in God's name? Oh my god, you're telling me there's... Oh, for fuck's sake. She was the granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth. Yep, that's irrelevant. Who is Clancy? Can I also just make a comment on the whole thing of, man dies in war, woman writes book about how bad it is for her. Like, man, you were on the home front. You were totally fine. He goes off to the trenches or battlegrounds of World War II, I don't know what war it was, gets killed, and it's like, oh, let me tell you how this was actually the worst thing for me. It's like, I just don't care about these characters. There's a Clan Said Trust again. Ooh, Metal Gear merch. Hell yeah. Her mother's family was called the Coselles. What? Okay. No, it wasn't. What are you fucking talking about? She's the granddaughter. Her mother's family was called the Coselles. So her mother... Oh, okay, this person. Okay, so it's probably that. Not that it matters. Doesn't help me in any real way. I've still got an entire fucking lineage over here that hasn't even been acknowledged. And the fact that I've gotten this far along without even touching any of this makes me feel like none of them are really that relevant. Actually, see, this is also the problem here. I'm gonna go off on a rant again. The thing is, it immediately locks in like, oh, you're correct. This person is a blood relative. It's like, again, so you already know. So the person who's doing all of this is already, or making me do this, is already aware of who a blood relative is. They're just making me do it because they think it's funny. They're just like, let's get some fucking private investigator to toil over this for no fucking reason. That'll be fun. That'll be a good way to while away the hours while we sort through this guy who was definitely murdered. And definitely Brenda White is the one who's coming to me to get me to do all this stuff in order to make sure that no one gets the money except her, because she was the one that got her family killed. Why else would his office conveniently be water damaged and it not necessarily mention that she was the one who, you know, died on the plane, but then after the fact, it's like, oh no, she was definitely there. Who the fuck is Sam? I don't know. Like I said, I'm really... I feel bad for going on about it, but it's like, it truly is for me at this point. Like, I just don't care. Like, I don't, like, oh, what is this weird conspiracy? They've announced that this obscure relative Sam is coming to join the family gatherings. Why him? What is the meaning of this? What could this possibly indicate? It's like, I don't know. Why do I give a shit? How is this relevant to me? I don't care why Sam is here. What great mystery is this going to unveil to me? Nothing that I particularly find interesting. I just don't have any investment in these characters, or this plot, or the reasoning for it. Like, all it is some people died in a plane crash. Now figure out who their blood relations are. Why? Why does that matter? Also, why is money going to anyone? Like, half of these, like, at least 90% of these people are totally dead. Like, the only ones who really matter would be the ones in this bottom row. Or this row. Everyone else is probably already dead at this point, or in their, like, 60s or 80s or whatever, and... I mean, yeah, some money would be great, but it's like, surely you've already got your will and testaments figured out, and you're just having me go along with this for no particular reason other than for the lulz. It just doesn't... It doesn't make sense to me, and I don't really see the point. Can I just get rid of some of these photos? Like, I know this is him. I don't know. Go away. I'm going to assume one of these is... I'm just going to go out and make some assumptions. That's you and you. This is Clark. No, that has to be Clark. Because that's indicating that there's going to be another photo of him, which is going to be when he is younger and in the band. Whereas this one doesn't have that, so that has to be Clark. Which means this is almost certainly... Why did I did not pick that one? That's probably you. You're almost certainly you. Who are these people? Katrina, his youngest. I know, but Clark can't be there. You said Clark was here, but then you also said Clark is Lauren's... Did you say Lauren or Laura's son? Lauren is Clark's mom. Lauren is over here, which means Clark can't be over here. That can't be conceivable. And also, why would he have two children that then don't get anywhere for pictures to be? Why else would they give me pictures for children? That has to be over here. If Lauren isn't Clark's mom, or if Lauren is Clark's mom, then Clark has to be here. That must be the case. That is not Clark. That can't be Clark. You can't say you asked for a hint and then I gave you one, and then when I say that hint doesn't make sense, you tell me, well, why did you put it in the only place that it can possibly make sense for that person to be in? That has to be Clark. I'm just gonna look. I need... Hang on. No. I want this in a... All this is showing me is the stuff from the new game, not the original. I am gonna lose my mind. I am having a stroke. Okay, I'm looking up. I mean, I'm kind of cheating, but I'm not going to retain any of this information. I am correct. Clark does go here. That is definitely Clark. Oh, yeah, I would. This is why I decided I wanted to do this one and not the full game. This would take me 20 fucking streams to finish if I actually played the bigger game. And I am just not about that. God, this stream is never gonna end. It's like... It feels like it keeps getting closer to ending, but then every minute is longer than the last. And none of these people are particularly interesting. Just gonna do this. I don't remember what your name is, but I know you're Katrina. Katrina. It probably wasn't. Was it Christine? It was Katrina. There is no Katrina here. No, that's Catherine. There is no Katrina. I know where this music was in. This was in 5D chess with quantum time travel or whatever it was. I don't know who you are. Let's see if I can find you. Nope, that's not telling me anything. I could probably brute force this. Your name is... probably Jessica. There we go. I have found 15 out of 50 people. Oh my god.
You're listening to WRTD.
I don't care.
It's time for your headlines every hour, on the 45.
What does that mean?
It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall.
Am I going to be implicated in their murder?
We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News.
I will
Again,
not.
That's WRTD.
I will not. Yeah, so I can't help but feel like all of this is going to lead to me getting implicated for murder. And I've actually done nothing wrong. Okay, also you are this bitch. Oh, I don't care. Don't make me look this up. Investigative jazz. You can cease to exist for all I care. Yep. And now I... See, this would be the moment where... Actually, you know what? This is the perfect moment for it. Because I've only got 10 minutes left in the stream. Where it's like... Oh, I don't believe their lies. This is just another instance of the Roottree curse being a real, true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered, and the picture had evidence on it. And then I just turn... Oh, I just broke my avatar, because I moved too fast. I turn, damn you. I turn and look over to my left, where the picture that is evidence that he was murdered or has something important in it is sitting on my desk next to me, along with a whole rat's nest of interconnected things and important family documents, and figuring out blood relations and all this, that's when I personally realize, oh shit, I am being framed for murder. When she said, hey, you're gonna get a lifetime's, you're gonna get rewarded for this, a lifetime's worth of reward, or whatever she said. It's like, that's life in prison. She is talking about getting me life in prison. I am being framed. So that's when I grab every single one of these stupid little photos, every piece of text, everything I have, every framed painting, take it out to my backyard and incinerate all of it and scatter the ashes to the wind before I can be framed for this. And I just bail. And then the next time that woman shows up, I shoot her. Just like, the moment that door opens, just 2 in the head. Or just shotgun directly to the face. Don't care what my neighbors hear, they're used to it by now. I do that sometimes. Drag the body back, throw her in a ditch. I've dug a ditch in my backyard preemptively because I knew she was going to come back and I'd have to kill her before she implicates me in the murders. Throw her in the ditch. Light her on fire. Don't ask me why, I have more gasoline than I thought I needed. Or I had more gasoline than I needed, so I just pour it in the ditch, light her ablaze, and just bury it after the fact and say, oh, it was just a burn pit, don't worry about it. I was burning a lot of things tonight, that's what the gunshot was. I accidentally threw a shotgun shell in the fire, as you do. And then I just sell the house at some point. Yep. Also, yes, excuse me, what the fuck did you just say to me? Anyways, yes, so basically what I'm getting at is, in order to not implicate myself in murder, I have to commit a murder. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, that's the way the ball rolls, and, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Someone's framing you for murder, kill them first. It's not an ideal strategy, but if you make a regular habit of throwing shotgun shells into campfires, or just firing randomly up in the air in the middle of the night, and you make that your whole personality, your neighbors won't even question it or call the police when they hear a gunshot go off in the night. And you can very easily just drag that body to the back and chuck her in the burn pit. Also burn things in your backyard regularly so that doesn't erase suspicion either. I actually know where you can get, like, all of the models of, all of the character models from Signalis. I'll link it to you in a moment, Toasty, after the stream. I have looked at them a few times as, like, I don't know what I would do with them. I'm sure there was if I ever feel the need to make animated, like, clips of, like, compilations of stuff that I've done in Signalis that I felt were particularly amusing, I would use them for that. But yes, melancholic robot girls are best. Immediately bailing on the murder, thought train. Jumping the tracks to the melancholic robot girls are peak. I don't have anything more to say on it, that's just a fact. Anyways, yeah, this is not getting finished, and I don't care to. Like I said, I would bail on this the moment I found out that I was totally being implicated in the murder. That probably would work, actually, Toasty. How did you get on the Signalis train? I've got like a 30-episode series on Signalis if anyone is watching and interested in watching that. Also, there's 13 people... Oh, 3. Okay, thank God, there's 3 concurrent viewers. I was gonna say, like, I hope there's not a full 13 people watching me crash out at the moment. Because that is exactly what is happening. I have no idea where to go from here. I was looking at Dredge merch. Oh, Signalis, right? Is this the same company that also sells the Ultra Kill? I need to play Ultra... No, I don't. I don't want to play Ultra Kill again. Because I think Ultra Kill is getting very close to being, like, actually finished. What did I just see? Hang on. What was the most recent? Fraud. Okay, so we're on Fraud, I think... Okay, Layer 8. I am gonna have to play Ultra Kill again when the whole game comes out. Because a lot of stuff has happened. Like, I think they changed a lot of the levels and made them more better looking and all that. Oh, I still have tea. Hell yeah. It's ice cold, but, you know, still good. Excuse me, I think I just inhaled a tea leaf. That site has Melchior... Ooh. I have been... I've got a, The temptation to get a record player is quite massive. Like, I think... I can't remember what my point of it was. I completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, at work, I found a record player that they sell, and it's like, it's everything. It's CD, aux, cassette tape, Bluetooth, and vinyl records. And it's like, oh, and it's smaller than the one I was thinking of getting originally. It's like, that is very tempting. That is extremely tempting. I think it's might be cheaper too. Ooh, you're right. Buckshot roulette. Ooh. Very tempting. The thing is, I need to get a new piece of furniture to hold the vinyls in. And that piece of furniture, I found ones that look good, and they're like $1,000 because they're like made of real wood and shit. So I don't know. I'm contemplating things, is all I'll say. But anyways, I will not nail them to the wall. That is a terrible idea, Toasty. Anyways, before I diverge in my thoughts any more or crash out any harder than I already am. I'm gonna end the stream now. We've made it to the time. My thoughts on the game are... I personally don't like it. No, like, there is literally nothing wrong with this game. In my opinion, I just don't like it. I just don't find it engaging in any way. It's exactly the same as Voices of the Void. Like, I will acknowledge the effort people put into this. I will acknowledge that it's well made, and it's a very in-depth, interesting concept. I just personally find it less enjoyable than slamming a hammer into my fingernails. Or yeah, just like, you know, bashing my hand with a hammer on the desk. I think that would honestly be more entertaining than this to me. Just like Voices of the Void. So I will not be finishing this because okay, here's the thing. You're gonna have to pay me a lot of money. Like, it's gonna be expensive. Like, I'm not just talking about Toasty dropping $5-10 whenever he feels like torturing me. I mean, like, I will have to be paid, I think, a substantial quantity of money for me to actually want to play this again. So this is where it's going to end. However, on that note, I am going to slowly scroll through everything so that I have images of what I have currently achieved, just in case, for some god-awful reason, I actually do decide to torture myself again. But anyways, that's where I'm going to end that. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind. I don't care what other people want to play. Like, if you enjoy this game, then I'm happy for you. Like, I think that is all. I can't remember who it was that said this, but it is kind of the true case. It's like, I wish I enjoyed this game. I wish I enjoyed every game, because then there's just more things that I can enjoy. But I can't. It doesn't capture my attention. It is the exact same thing as Marathon. I like reading because I am choosing to read, and because I, you know, want to read what I am seeing. Whereas this is forcing me to read, so I have no care for it in any way. And that's exactly the same as what I noticed with Marathon, and what I'm noticing about Death Stranding now that I'm playing it, is Marathon forced you to listen to all of their dialogue, and you just had to deal with that. Whereas Death Stranding, you get the choice to ask people questions and learn more stuff, and it's like, that is the entire difference. It's whether I'm forced to deal with this crap, or if I get to voluntarily choose to partake in it. And if I don't, then, like, I can't be made to care. It literally does not work. That's the thing for all of my life, is you cannot make me care about something that I don't care about. It just doesn't work. I'll have to look into Killer Frequency a bit, because if it's too similar to this, or too much like... Because the setup of it kind of has me... It sort of reminds me of what Voices of the Void's, like, console looked like, so it's like, I'm gonna have to see if this is something that I'd want to put an effort into. I don't know. It's both that I'm not good at puzzle games, and I'm not really that interested in them. They don't captivate me so much. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end that there. Probably gonna be Mind Mogul next week, because I don't know what I'm gonna be playing otherwise. I'll find something, hopefully, if I'm lucky. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be that. Thank you everyone for watching. Sorry, Saint, that I didn't enjoy the game. Like I said, I don't care what other people like. You can enjoy the game all you want. It's just not for me. It's, I'm gonna ramble a bit longer. The problem is also not necessarily even that I don't like this type of game. I honestly don't know what type of game I like. Like, the type of game that I truly enjoy more than anything is one so hyper-specific that I would have to make it myself for it to actually exist. And even if I did that, it still wouldn't be right. There's like, it has to have a very certain vibe for me to truly like it. And it's just kind of a rare thing for me to find. But anyways, I'm not going to go any further into that. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Toasty, for giving me money. Thank you for suggesting this game to me, Saint. Even if it didn't work, I had no other idea what I would be playing this week, so that actually did save me to a certain degree. Thanks. Press all the buttons and follow me in all the places. If you... Hope to see you next time. I've gone on so many tangents I don't even know where I am in the outro anymore. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time, but until then, good night. Bye.